Hi, this is Marcus Toole, and I am here in my home orchard. And today I'm going to be talking about trellises and arbors, grape arbors and grape trellises, and the difference between them. And I'm first going to talk about my grape arbor. This is a muscadine vine growing on this arbor. Here in southeast Georgia, it's really pointless to try to grow bunch grapes for the most part. Muscadines do way better, and quite frankly I like them better anyway. But this is a muscadine vine and it's growing on an arbor. Now ordinarily you use arbors more or less for ornamental purposes. Now for those of you who saw my video where I pruned this particular grapevine this past winter, I mentioned that I have an aesthetic goal, a goal to have a beautiful arbor in my yard shading my swing, but I also had the goal of producing fruit. And so this is kind of a dual purpose system as I have it. I have 3 boards going across and I have a cordon on each board. Now if I was just going for ornamental, it wouldn't matter the setup. But here I have a main branch and I have it set up so that I can prune them like I would on these trellises. If you see this grapevine, this is on a trellis, and this is done like a commercial grapevine where it's 1 wire and you prune it back to 4 nodes on each limb every winter. And I do the same on this, except I treat it like it's a regular grapevine on a trellis, but there's 3 cordons instead of just the 2, and they're side by side. They're all side by side instead of one going one way and one going the other way. And so I get fruit on this system. I find it very attractive. I use 4x4 boards, and that's plenty strong to hold up the swing and the muscadine vine. Especially with muscadine vines, any kind of system you have has to be able to take a fair amount of weight. A muscadine vine on a trellis with 2 cordons weighs about 375 pounds in August when it's full of grapes. This vine will weigh 1/3 more of that if I keep track of pruning it. If I miss pruning for a year for whatever reason, that could be the grapevine all by itself with its fruit could be 1,000 pounds. So it's a heavy system, and so you need to have the ability of it to hold a fair amount of weight. Now last year, or in the winter when I pruned it, I said I liked having a screening in here, and so I pruned the laterals back here but did not prune them off so I get a screening in here, and that's exactly what's happened. I'm probably going to prune this muscadine back just a tad when the grapes get ripe enough on the vines that are on the trellises for me to cover them with bird netting. One of the things I discovered about accidentally about the ice and muscadine is that when you prune it, about the time that the grapes begin to change color and ripen, wherever you prune it, the new growth that comes out from that blooms, and you actually get a late crop of muscadines that ripen right before frost. And so I'm going to try that again this year, both on this plant and on the muscadine that's on the trellis, and see if I can get another late crop of muscadines this year. So anyway, that's my little video about the trellises and the versus the arbor. Thanks and God bless.